Yo, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Cheer to God. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, man. We're trying to hit that 2K, man. Y'all say we're trying to reach that 2K pack. Smoking out that 2K pack. Today I want to talk about One Piece and I want to talk about Naruto simultaneously. I want to do more videos like this rather than like reviews and shit. But I'm going to do one on the Big Mama arc. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so probably tomorrow. But I'm going to do one on Big Mama arc. And I did a video on the Doflamingo arc. I kind of just mainly focus on Doflamingo. But I definitely want to do a video per arc, or saga, whatever. And I definitely will do a Big Mama one because I have a lot to say about Big Mama herself. And kind of the storyline during that time. And of course, Sanji as well. But first I want to do this video where I want to do a hypothetical. So, if you guys can comment your hypothetical, like how you think shit would happen versus, my hypothetical and how I think things will happen. So I think, all right, so the hypothetical is this. Sasuke is leaving the village, right? And the same thing, the same everything, but it's Luffy in Naruto's position instead of Naruto. You know what I'm saying? How would Luffy deal with that situation? And I think the main difference here between Naruto and Luffy is I think Luffy is more willing to allow people to pursue things and do things their way. You know what I'm saying? As long as it doesn't hurt innocent people. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty chill about letting things go. And I like that because Naruto, on the other hand, it's his way or no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, my ninja way is the only motherfucking way. Like, you cannot have another ninja way, bro. Like, I think, and he's not necessarily wrong at times, but but I think he's more prone to trying to change people's ideology, while I think Luffy isn't, right? Sanji wants to cook the blue whatever thing, and Luffy's like, cool, but do it with me. I'm going on a journey. We'll make sure you do it. Zoro wants to be the greatest swordsman ever. Luffy's like, yeah, do that shit with me. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Chopper wants to be the best doctor in the world. Yes, do that shit with me. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Some people he meets are even like, man, I want to, and he's just like, okay, cool. Just do it with me. He's like way more open-minded. Some of the people that Luffy tries to befriend, Naruto wouldn't befriend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be fair, Naruto also tries to befriend everybody, to be fair. So actually, Naruto would try to befriend him. You know what I'm saying? He only has like one kill in his whole resume. So Naruto really be trying to, as Luffy so far, as far as I'm reading, has 0 kills. Which is interesting because Zoro has like 20 bodies on him. More than 20 bodies on him, I said, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's before, and that's excluding, him being like a bounty hunter where he was murking pirates and shit. But yeah, I'm loving One Piece. And I love the character of Luffy. I actually prefer Luffy over the character of Naruto. Naruto is my favorite anime of all time, like anime series of all time. Currently, it might be teetering to second to Attack on Titan. I'm not gonna lie to you, Attack on Titan just go too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think objectively, Attack on Titan is just better so far. Just way better. Not way better, but better. You know what I'm saying? Different genre, so it's hard to compare. But I think Attack on Titan is better. But I grew up on Naruto. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on Naruto. I was already 17 by the time Attack on Titan came out, the anime. But I was like 10 when I started watching Naruto. You know what I mean? So it's different. There's definitely bias there for me to have Naruto that high, probably. While Attack on Titan, I stopped watching it for years and then went back like a few years ago and fell in love with it ×3. So but yeah, so, what I want to say is I think Luffy's character as a protagonist is very, very intriguing. Even when he went to save Sanji to take Sanji back, you know what I'm saying? I think the reason, this actually would explain why I think he would make the decision he'd make if Sasuke was going and he was in Naruto's position. So when Sanji goes, right, and because Sanji doesn't give them the reason why he's going, Luffy follows him to make sure he's good, because obviously he's like, I don't feel like Sanji would just go randomly like this without clarifying what's happening. The same way when Nico Robin left, he was like, nah, there has to be a reason. And until he finds out a reason, he doesn't mind if you leave, but he wants to know that reason has to be compelling. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's personal, if it's to do with other things that's not you, then he will help you get those things done so that you can come back. You know what I'm saying? That's how he is. So, but if it's like you, it's a you thing, there's nothing we can do about it, then that's cool. And why I'm saying that is because when Usopp left, obviously he didn't want Usopp to leave. Excuse me. But he completely and wholeheartedly understood why Usopp wanted to leave. Because the ship, which is a part of the family, which is part of the crew, which got them so far, can't be fixed. And Usopp is refusing to believe it. So he understands it. But there's nothing they can do. They cannot fix the ship. They talked to the best shipwrights on the planet. And they told them we can't do it. So there's nothing else to be done. You know what I'm saying? And Luffy isn't really a type of person to give up. But even he realized, like, okay, if everybody's saying it, like, there's really nothing to be done here. But Usopp didn't see Luffy's initial reaction. He just saw Luffy's conclusion. When he thought about it, he was like, okay, we're going to get a new ship. We're going to have to let the merry-go go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really like about Luffy. He thinks, he spends time thinking. He's not as brash as Naruto. He can be brash. He's stupid too. Just like Naruto, you know, goofy, stupid, protagonist, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, then when it comes to, like I said, Sanji and with Nico Robin, and even with Nami, he followed all of them because there was no reason that he could see. You know what I'm saying? And they never communicated the reason. And once he found out the reason, he was like, okay, cool, I'm staying in this island until you finish your duty. You know what I'm saying? Because with Nami, he felt like, okay, Nami been saving up and she's been working this hard for this long. She probably doesn't want me to butt in, so I'm going to sit back and let her do her thing. But then the second he found out that, like, yo, like, you know, she came out crying, it was like, they took all my money, da-da-da-da-da. It was like, okay, so he did it unfairly. After you held up your end of the bargain, saved up to this many million berries, and then all this motherfucker's, no. Okay, and then Nami's like, help me, Luffy. And Luffy's like, I got you. And I like that about him. He respects people's goals and motivations and da-da-da-da-da. Even when Zoro was fighting Hawk, Zoro could have died there. But Luffy was not going to step in because it was Zoro's honor. You know what I'm saying? Zoro challenged him. He has to deal with the consequences. That's it. Naruto is not letting that shit slide. Naruto is pulling up with a Rasengan. He's doing something. But Luffy will let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands that that's that man's fucking... You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going to let it. Like, Zoro was literally letting himself die out there. Right? Am I remembering correctly? I am remembering correctly, right? Yeah, he was letting himself die. But then Hawks decided that you got a lot of potential, so I'm going to let you stay alive. Become stronger. And then, you know, that's basically what happened. But then if you look at if you put that person I just talked about, Luffy, in Naruto's position, I think because again, Naruto already understood Sasuke's reason for going. He already understood Sasuke's motivation. He already knew Sasuke's goals. He already understood Sasuke's pain, right, to a certain degree. And they were best friends, right? Zoro and Luffy type situation, right? I know it's weird to say Zoro and Luffy are best friends, but I think they basically are at the moment. Obviously, Sabo now because that's his brother. Well, but so I think Luffy doesn't stop Sasuke from going. And because he knows it's a personal journey, I think he's going to tell him we can both get stronger together. But again, remember when the whole team split up so that they can all get stronger, right? I think Luffy would understand that we're not strong enough right now type shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's not much I can do to make you stronger. So you go do your journey, I'm going to do my journey, but make sure you come back to me type shit. The same way he separated with his crew for 2 whole years so that he can get strong enough that he never has to let his team down again, right? Which is showcased in his fight against Big Mama's first son. You know what I'm saying? Where he was dying, bro, but he was like, no, I cannot lose, bro. I promise these motherfuckers I'm going back. I am going back. And he was willing to rip his arms off just to go save Sanji. Rip his fucking arms off. The same way Zoro was willing to chop his leg off. You know what I'm saying? And cut halfway through his fucking leg to escape and to protect everybody. Like, that's the mentality these guys have. So, and I really love that about Luffy. So I think Luffy here in this situation lets Sasuke go. There's no Sasuke retrieval arc with Luffy. I don't think he lets anybody chase after him. You know what I'm saying? He says he has to do this. That's his way. You know what I'm saying? Hawks can be considered evil. Luffy doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? The only people Luffy may not forgive is maybe like Blackbeard and General Kazu, the motherfucker that killed his brother, General, the current fucking fleet admiral. That's about the only two people he can't forget. Everybody else, he's like, okay, that was your reasoning, fair enough. Fucking Don Flamingo don't hold enslave the whole fucking blah blah blah, and Luffy still ain't kill him. Zoro would have chopped that man's head up, boy. The only people Zoro don't kill are women. That's it. He takes it easy on them. Minus that, he chopping everybody. He been slashing people. So that's kind of my reasoning behind why I think Luffy would allow Sasuke to go get stronger in his own way. And I think also the fact that the leaders, the way the leadership situation, he's not a part of his crew. The teammates, it's kind of like Sabo and his brother Fire Fist Ace, right? It's like both of them. So Sasuke will be kind of in that kind of position where they're not real brothers, but they might as well be brothers. And the same way Sabo went off on his own, Ace went off on his own, Luffy went up on his own to get stronger and and to do his own journey. I think Luffy would respect Sasuke enough to let him do his own thing, because Luffy's all about freedom, like doing things for you type shit. You know what I'm saying? And obviously for friends, because he prefers to do things with his friends, so he will die for his friends, because he'd rather have that journey with them than he'd rather not have that journey than have it without them type shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless they have a specific reason that they don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the beauty of Luffy. So I think Luffy would let Sasuke go, and because Luffy would let Sasuke go and would understand Sasuke, I think as a result, they would never have the same fight. And I think Sasuke probably wouldn't feel... I think he'd still go the same path because he still cares about them and stuff. But I think... Yeah, I think that's really it. I think he wouldn't hate them. He wouldn't like want to kill them, go out of his way trying to kill them, which he never really does, to be fair. But I don't think he'd like... I think that's mainly the difference. I think Luffy would just be like, fuck it, do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be strong enough to make sure that you stay on our side when you do come back. You know what I'm saying? Or when you do get your mission accomplished. And that's it. That's all it's gonna be. But what do you guys think? Do you think Luffy would let Naruto Sasuke go, or would he not let Naruto Sasuke go, etc.? Would he try to chase him and fight him and da 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 da? I don't think Luffy does that. I think Luffy understands the reason behind why he's going, and so he would let him go. He probably would like to have the conversation with him, like, why are you going, da da da, but he already knows. I think everybody knows. Sakura knows. So I think once he knows, I think he'd let it off. But if he does chase after him, it wouldn't be to fight. It'd be just like, tell me why you want to go. And if he's like, I want to go because da 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 da, then they're not fighting. You know what I'm saying? They're not fighting. He's saying, okay, fair, and he's walking out. So I think that's the difference between him and Naruto. What you guys think? Am I wrong? Am I right? Comment your explanation below. Obviously, you gotta watch both shows to know what the fuck I'm talking about. If not, you tripping. It's been your boy, Supreme Shady God. I'm out.